Let's just address that title straight away. Is the new Mercedes AMG W12 in iRacing the best car in sim racing? Well, I'm convinced it's the best Formula 1 car in town and the best car in iRacing, and for me at least, it'll be in the conversation for best new car this year. Now those are some pretty big claims, so let me back them up with some substance. This is a special car, whichever way you look at it. Whether it's the deep collaboration with the Mercedes Formula 1 team, the beautiful modelling, the in-game handling, or the simple fact that the real thing is a complete beast, it's compelling enough to have made me crack open iRacing again and even brave week 13 for the first time in years. Getting out on track for the first time and you're confronted by a car that has seemingly limitless grip, at least in all of the fast stuff. The cornering speeds are frankly ridiculous, and when the aero is working hard, you're greeted with a sense of confidence that just urges you to push harder. When the aero isn't doing its job, because you're going through one of those pesky slow bits, things do veer away from the world of Scale X-Trick, thanks to the small matter of those 1,000 horsepower waiting to mug you. Think excitable dog on a hardwood floor. The first car that sprung to mind by point of comparison was the Ferrari F2004 in Assetto Corsa, which clings to the tarmac like a limpet, though it does have traction control to keep things in check. Formula 1 cars often fall into the category of it's beautiful because it's fast. And the iRacing team have managed to capture the substance over style aesthetic of the W12 in exquisite detail. It really does look right, as well you would expect given the close collaboration between the two organisations. Back in the driving seat, I found myself getting up to speed in the car pretty quickly, which is testament to just how drivable this car is. If your only frame of reference is the old Williams or McLaren, then this is a very different kettle of fish. The baseline setups seem more than usable, maybe some of the best I've ever used in fact, though of course the fast guys will always find plenty of time in developing the car. But for the rest of us, it's reassuring to have something in place that feels well balanced and, to overuse the word, drivable. Speaking of setups, I should mention that you can make that centre of the halo transparent, which you'll find on page 2 of the setup menu. I didn't because I was capturing this from the replay. Now, jumping into qualifying for the first time was where the real fun began. On medium compound tyres and restrained hybrid delivery power modes, the W12 felt like a weapon, but bolt on some soft tyres and turn everything up to 11 and it's another world entirely. If I had to guess, at Spa there's probably a difference of around 1 second to be found in the qualifying deployment mode for the MG UK, and maybe around that or a little less for the soft tyres. All I know is that I managed to put it on the front row for my split during my first race with a 143 dead, whereas low 145 seemed more common in race trim. That being said, balancing the energy deployment throughout the race is an art in and of itself. I showed this sequence a little earlier in the video where I lost a place coming up to the end of the lap while using a conservative MG UK mode, but managed to follow and regain the place on the Kemmel straight as I still had battery available and my opponent was left harvesting energy all the way down the straight. My point? This is a really fun car to go wheel to wheel with, and there's a lot of depth, though the usual caveats apply when driving open wheel cars, especially ones as bone-crushingly fast as this one. I do have some minor complaints though. It doesn't seem like the fabled brake magic button can actually be assigned as a button on your wheel, which I can only assume is a mistake, and you have to assign it through the black box. You're also limited to 4 changes of MG UK deployment per lap, which I assume they've implemented to stop people using it like they use the overtake button in the LMP cars and just pressing it coming out of all of the corners to gain lap time. That's not really a problem, except for the fact that if you move from, say, build mode to attack mode, that counts as 2 changes, which is really annoying. And finally, without a dual paddle clutch, it's a complete pain to get off of the line, but that's not really iRacing's fault. I just thought I'd get it out of the way with while I was having a whinge. Those minor issues aside, it is hard to find fault with the W12. Arguably, this is as accurate as it's possible to get in the world of sim racing, and frankly, it's a far cry from the other official source of such vehicles. I'm very much a believer, and that's coming from someone that honestly isn't the biggest fan of iRacing, but I have to respect the effort, the craft, and the obvious passion that's gone into this project, and the end result speaks volumes.